And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Turnbuckle Studios, The Boar's Nest, and CBRS Entertainment proudly bring to you its Wednesday PlayStation Showcase with your hosts. He is Chris Best, the man doing all the gaming tonight on the PlayStation. I am OMD. How we doing, everybody? And how are you doing tonight, Chris?
I am doing good. Unfortunately, tonight we cannot continue with our Halloween spectacular. To a degree, we can because we've been doing horror games over the last 2-3 weeks with with this show. So we're going to bring a different kind of horror to the game world. We're going to be playing Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and the horror that kind of is in this game is the fact that you have to deal with a drug cartel, a very dangerous, very evil drug cartel. So that brings a little bit of a real life horror to it, as it were, you know?
Yes, absolutely. And again, we here at Turnbuckle Studios and all affiliates, we do not condone or encourage the use of drugs. I know some of us within the group have faced addiction.
With that, okay, that's the hard drugs. I mean, there are certain that are, that you should be using on a more moderate level. We've got
right. Bubba
coming in and saying good evening. How's it going, Bubba? Glad to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to see you popping in, brother. So, and this is actually one of the first games that Bubba Duke and I played on the Boar's Nest. It's just one of those games that I know it wasn't really Bubba's style, but we were getting into it. But again, not really my thing either. I was not a big fan of the original Ghost Recons.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I wanted to give it a try and see how much the game and the story had grown.
Right.
And I was really enjoying this one. But again, it just reaches that point where there's only so much of a game you can handle.
Yeah. When I played this game to start my morning off, I didn't like it at first because I had a hard time spotting enemies, and then I'm like, okay, well, what can I do to correct that? So I go into my gun loadout, and I found weapons that I actually like. So,
right.
So this is we're right at the start of the game. I haven't even done a mission yet, so I've talked to the person. I'm supposed to look for a lieutenant for the Santa Blanca cartel. That's the name of the cartel that you got to take out here. So we're gonna hop into this 4x4 here. Right. Oh no, I can't even do that because my AI crew, won't be able to fit in.
Yeah. So Bubba's saying he's happy to be here and he'll be jumping on after the show.
Cool.
I will actually likely be hopping off so that I can get some housework done, that just light stuff that needs to be done, and get my stuff ready for work in the morning because tomorrow is going to be a very busy day. But we'll see how things play out.
The one thing I do enjoy in this game is the driving mechanics. They are so smooth.
Really?
Yeah.
See, and again, like, I'm not big on games with a lot of driving because it's just, I'm not very good at it. So, like, even when I've played games like Halo, it's, like, really hard for me to control those vehicles.
Do you got kind of like a lead foot kind of deal when you're trying to drive, or
no,
is it just like the turning mechanics, or
turning? And yeah, like, even like racing games, you do not see me playing those just because, again, I find it hard to time my, slowing down, especially going into a corner and turning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because some of those, especially the NASCAR ones, they have indicators that'll tell you when you need to slow your vehicle down.
Yeah. And it's funny because I had a NASCAR game on the PC way back in the late 90s. And I mean, of course, I would dominate it, but even like when I'd have to go and make a pit stop, it wouldn't actually do anything in the pits. I'd finish the race on 4 completely blown tires, still 10 laps ahead of everybody.
Just riding on axle, eh?
Yep.
Oh, crap. So I got to do a little bit of recon here for these enemies. And this is a little bit of Watch Dogs coming into play here as I'm throwing up my drone here to mark enemies. However, the one thing that I need to do with this drone, I can already tell you, is upgrade its battery. That's the first thing I'm going to need to do with this once I get to that point.
Right.
And maybe upgrade its range if there is a range for it. But already I'm kind of obsessing over this game.
Yep. I do remember this mission quite well.
I see 3 guys. Oh, right. I got to sync them. Oh. Do I have my suppressor on? Nope, my suppressor's on now. Because I do remember that was a beautiful headshot.
It was.
I remember when I first came into this game, I forgot to throw my suppressor on for this mission. And that first kill that I just made there attracted everybody.
Yep. This is actually a really fun mission. I remembered this one quite well. Just because, and it reminded me of a couple of situations in like Gears of War where you're having to hunker down because you're getting overwhelmed by the locust or the swarm, and you've got to like sit there and be able to strategically take out who you want.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to have to do here because I'm coming up on another spot. The one thing I've noticed in this game is that on the map, I'll move in a little closer so it can be seen. But if you look on the map, you see where that red, like kind of that red hewish area is.
Yep.
I kind of discovered that's how you know that there's enemies nearby.
Yep. One of the other things that I find, and it doesn't matter really what game I'm playing, if I'm surrounded and I've got my sniper out because I love doing the sniping, I take out the back guys first. I don't come after the front guys because they're going to be a little bit easier with even in CQB.
Yeah. Oh, I think they found me. Oh, they found my drone.
They did.
So this guy might call for... Did he go inside the building? Oh, no, I think my teammate took him out. This is also one of the beauties, the beauty of this game, too, is the fact that you can create your own character. So it's kind of like you're going on your own adventure, you know?
Yep.
Okay, so now the guy that I'm after...
I'm going to date myself here and probably date you as well. But the Choose Your Own Adventure books that we used to read as kids.
Oh, dude, I still have some of mine, so...
Oh, jeez.
I still have my Dungeons and Dragons ones.
Wow.
Okay, this time around the enemies were easier to take out, but now I've got to find a vehicle. I mean, I could always go back to the truck I had, but I need to find a vehicle to chase down the guy who went running somewhere. Oh, okay, I know where he is now. I totally forgot about this part. This is the part where reinforcements do get called in no matter what you do. Oh, I shot him in the, yeah.
In the nether.
Yeah, shot him in the nether regions. throw on that other scope there so I can see what's going on. I like the firing on this gun. This is a gun that I use in Call of Duty as well.
Right.
But this gun operates much better in this game than it does in COD.
And I'm going to speak this very biased because we all know I am not a COD fan. I'm going to say this: in just about any other game, a gun is going to shoot better than it does in COD.
Yeah, you know what? I won't disagree with you there because when you get a new gun in COD, you really have to do a lot of work on it just to get it to the way you like it, you know?
Yep. You know what? There's other games that you have to do that in too. And I mean, I don't mind doing it. One of the games that I absolutely love, and it is another Tom Clancy game, and I wish they would either remake them or remaster them, is the Rainbow Six.
I actually just found out I can get Rainbow Six Siege.
Nice. I'm
for
leaning
free.
more towards Rainbow Six Vegas, but I do love the older stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually, in that game, I had created an assault sniper.
So what I'm doing is I'm interrogating this lieutenant right now.
Yep.
To find this other gentleman. Oh, no. Why am I doing that? I started getting shot from behind. Where's my teammate? There we go. Revive me, dude. That's the other thing, too, is you have these AI teammates, and I'm usually, when I hear you have an AI teammate in a game, I'm worried about that big time.
Right.
Because AI sometimes is not the greatest, but these guys actually do what you tell them to do.
Right.
Should be able to take this Jeep for everyone. What I love is how big this map is and how it looks like there's a lot of things to do on the side, so you don't always have to do the main story mission.
Right. But it's funny how a lot of those side missions do tie into the main story.
That's what I discovered. Like, I went to do some intel missions earlier this afternoon, and I'm like, holy shit, this is giving me info on the guys I'm supposed to be looking for.
Right?
So it gives it, like, the intel I was finding was like stuff that I probably could use, like, as far as, like, you know, strategy goes when I actually go to take out the characters that I got
Right.
information on, you know? I missed that turn off last time too, almost.
Oh, you got it this time, and that's the main thing.
What I love too is just how beautiful the friggin' landscape is in this game.
Oh, right.
This is probably going to be one of those games where I'm going to stop and just be distracted by everything around me, and then somebody's going to shoot me, you know?
Yep.
Oh.
So I have to admit, I'm watching the Leafs and Kings right now, and
yeah, what's the score in that game?
Toronto just scored to go up 3-0 with 3 minutes to go in the first.
Last I checked, because the Greyhounds are also on TV tonight, they were tied at 1. They're playing Sudbury tonight.
Oh, okay.
Which now explains, because prior to the stream, I was talking to OMD about how I went down to the arena to pick up my ticket for Our Lady Peace, and that there was a lineup for the ticket for the Greyhound game tonight. It's because we're playing Sudbury. It's a rivalry game.
Yep. And I'll be honest with you, is in all likelihood of, well, probably not tonight because it would normally be a school night. Oh no, it is because they actually had a power failure announced in Dubreuilville for the last 2 days.
Hmm.
So Shane is actually going back to school for the first time in, I believe, a week tomorrow because the school's been closed for 2 days with no power.
Oh,
So,
jeez. That's too long, man.
well, I mean, but they schedule these power outages, and usually it's on the weekends, but sometimes they can only do what they can do, right? So,
Yeah. I think I've tagged everybody, so. Shit. Even when you fire with the suppressor and you miss, they're still going to find you.
yep. So it's actually, yeah, because tomorrow's payday. So I think I'm going to probably go and get an Our Lady Peace ticket as well.
Do it, man. Did I get that? No, I didn't get him.
But yeah, I was saying like if it if I would have had my son, I'd probably would wait normally for a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But if he wouldn't have had school tomorrow, then I would have potentially taken him to the game tonight.
And you know what? I won't lie. I was tempted to get a ticket to the game tonight because I did have the money. Keyword did, because I went elsewhere and got other things today too. But I'm still leaning towards trying to do at least one game a month from maybe November on.
Right.
Just
Well, the
because
only game that
I want to go back to following the Greyhounds a little bit more than I used to, you
right.
know?
Well, and I got to figure out like I know it's in March. I typically now like I mean if I'm gonna go, I'd rather go to a Sarnia when Sarnia is here, just because of how chippy and I guess angry those games are. It's almost like Monday Night Raw comes to the Sioux for those games.
Okay, so I found this Amaru is the guy's name. I'm supposed to lead him to um this rebellious faction that we're helping out.
Yes.
I don't know how I'm going to get him there unless there's a van nearby. There we go. This might help.
But again, if he's here in March when they're here, then I have to take him to go and see a game against Oshawa.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, buddy. I have to leave one of my AI guys behind.
Yep.
Oh, unless he gets into the vehicle with me. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him behind. I hope that doesn't affect me at all.
No, he'll make his way back.
Okay, good. Yeah, see, I'm finding myself very distracted by just how gorgeous
Yep.
everything looks, you know?
Oh, I know. I know. I get it.
Makes me wonder what this game would look like upscaled on a PS5, and hopefully within the next few months we'll find that out.
Right?
I'm actually surprised you don't have AEW on right now. But the Leafs would trump AEW any day of the week.
Yep. Hockey For me, and I know you've said it before, but for me, I will say it: hockey trumps wrestling. So, I mean, if the Leafs are playing on a Monday, I know last year I gave up most of my Monday games for Raw, but I think this year I'm going to try and maybe even it out a little bit.
Well, if it's a Monday game, it's more than likely going to be on Amazon. So
It will be. Well,
yeah,
Amazon has 6 Leaf games.
yeah. I got to
Oh, I
check
know.
into that. I'm a little curious about that. I want to check into that myself on a Monday night. Yeah, we're gonna do the Raw Patrol, but I can easily switch over from Amazon on because I use Amazon on my PlayStation to
Right,
actual TV. You know.
right. It was actually funny because when I turned on my TV on Monday, it was actually showing where I get my list of all my apps and everything. In
Right.
the screen above, they were showing Montreal at Pittsburgh, and you could already hear the commentary, and it said "Watch live." So all you had to do was actually click it.
Oh,
And
that's actually pretty cool.
if I remember it correctly, I believe it is this. It's either this Monday or next that the Leafs game is on Amazon.
So my Bengals finally got themselves a win this season, and I'm
I
happy
saw that.
about that. Oh, they fought tooth and nail for that win, by the way.
Yep.
Surprising though, because I know that the Giants aren't exactly a good squad, but
No.
it wasn't again. And again, it wasn't until that fourth quarter where Joe Burrow just fucking blew up on everyone, you know.
Yep. Speaking
And
of
I
which,
think
I should
that's
actually check because I actually have no idea who the Dolphins play this Sunday.
I've got to look into that for the Bengals too, and I got to find a way to check out more of the Bengals games without having a subscription to anything. Because I'm almost tempted to get the zone just for the NFL stuff.
Well, Cincinnati is playing Cleveland.
I don't know about that one, to be honest with you.
So it's a team in Cincinnati that is 2-4
Yeah.
against a Cleveland team that is 1-5.
Okay, so it should be a cakewalk for Cincinnati. Should
Uh,
be.
should be, but you never know. And the Dolphins are playing the Colts.
That's going to be a tough game for you guys, I think.
The Colts are 3-3, but it's going to depend on our quarterback.
Yeah, well, you guys don't have Tua right now, so. Or is he is he supposed to be coming back? Oh,
I can't remember if he's due back this week or the following.
we've got Ryan Carlella. We got Ryan coming in saying, "Let's go Leafless."
Fozzie, what's going on, brother?
And we've also got Chris Parrish coming in and saying, "Hello, hello, Chris."
Ooh, Parrish. How you doing, brother?
Mm. So right now they're telling me that I need to gather more intel on these people that I'm supposed to be hunting. I'm basically going to be hunting down all of the higher ups for this for the cartel here.
Yep.
But before we do that, I think I saw that I have some upgrades.
Nice. Yeah, you want to stay on top of your upgrades.
Yep. Believe me, I always do. And I only have the one upgrade. Interesting. Okay. We're going to take this van, though. I have access to go anywhere I want, I believe. Video available. Oh, yeah, this gives me a history on some of the people that I'm supposed to be looking for. And I'm supposed to be looking for these two doctors that tortured the DEA agent that
Yep.
that got killed. So that's the other thing too. You're seeking revenge on the cartel for killing this DEA agent.
Yep.
And these are the list of characters. Like you got the two doctors, you got this La Plaga character, and I'm sure there's going to be others that you're going to find out that you have to take out at some point too.
That you will. There was actually a mission that Bubba and I got to, and it was actually a lot of fun because you had to go and basically raid an Italian villa or a
That's
villa
kind of
on the
weird.
coast, and it was.
This game takes place in Bolivia. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. A little
But yeah,
Bolivian
like this.
villa. Yeah.
Yep. I knew it was in South America.
Yeah,
when
it's
I
all
think
good.
of villas and estates like that, I think of
You go to
Italy
Italy
and
automatically.
Tuscany. Yep.
Yeah.
Or Spain.
Okay, so that file is there for me to review at a later time. Now those missions are out there for me to find things. And where was the first place? The first place I went to was this one up here. So I'm going to go do that one again. As I just crash into the vehicle I was just using.
Yep.
I was so worried when I first played this game this morning that this map was going to be hard to read, but I'm actually having an easy time understanding it,
Right.
I just got to make sure I don't drive off the side of the cliff there.
Yep. Yeah, don't drive off the cliff. And yes, your vehicles will take damage and they can explode.
I kind of figured that because the mission that I just did, I played that this morning, and the helicopter that was there?
Yep.
That thing was the first thing to blow up. Oh, there's a mission right now that I'm tailing on.
Nice.
I don't know if I want to do this one because I want to do that Intel one because that Intel one was a lot of fun.
Well, right now it looks like we might have time for both.
I'm just going to drive right by. I'll worry about that one later. The brakes, the brakes in this game are very responsive, by the way.
Yes. But, I do watch these roads and, I'm reminded of the little laneways, I guess, that we called roads at camp at Pinecrest.
Yeah.
And trying to rip around those things on our bikes. And,
I miss that. I miss that place.
right?
Oh, yeah. No, total fucking, yeah. It's going up on the rock with our bikes. If you've ever done that. I've done that
I
a few
didn't do
times.
that. I didn't do that. I used to just always pretend I was in a race and, do just run my BMX up and down. And especially that one, like from where my campsite was, taking that long sweeping turn.
Yeah, done that a time or two and may have crashed out a few times in front of James's trailer. Okay, I'm trying to look for... Okay, there's that guy. The enemies in this one are a little bit harder to find because they're a bit more scattered in this one.
Right.
But I got a few of them. And I know exactly how to take this one. Because two of them had their backs turned.
I don't remember this mission, but I think it's looking familiar. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, it's just a simple intel side mission that I did earlier that I liked. Okay, we got that guy up there. He's gonna die. Oh, I forgot to change my gun. Oh, I just found out how to put night vision on.
Nice.
I am not fond of this gun. I can't remember how to switch my gun.
Is it your D-pad or your Oh, I'm trying to compare the ABXY on the Xbox. I
Yeah.
believe it's the triangle.
Well, I accidentally what the hell did I just pull out? Okay. Got to be careful around vehicles, like you said, right?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, telling me to fall back because, of course, I'm hurt. Or I was hurt. Oh. Down I go. Where's my teammate? That's the only challenge in this game that I've found is that only once per mission do they have somebody that that will come and help you.
Yep.
So you got to
Oh,
really pay
yes.
attention.
This one, I remember this.
Yeah.
So they were actually interviewing Our Lady Peace during the intermission at the game.
Sweet.
Well, Rain and the bassist.
Oh, that would be well, that's Duncan.
Yeah. The only two that I actually knew the names of were Rain and Jeremy, but I don't believe Jeremy's with the band anymore.
No, he retired from drumming a long time ago. But that's okay. This new guy they got, he's just as phenomenal. Okay, we're safe to get out of here because I got the intel that I need. And all of the enemy spots are cleared out. So let's go, guys. No, I don't want to be a passenger. I want to drive. So I keep forgetting that this was the other one I was going to go and do afterwards. And get off the sidewalks. Chris is driving.
Yep.
Totally missed the turn as soon as I start going because I'm supposed to turn down this road.
Yeah. Remind me never to trust you to get your license.
That's just it. I'm thinking about doing it next year, so. Just be sure not to get into the vehicle with me at that point. No.
Yep.
No, I've got confidence that I'll be a safe driver anyways.
Well, as we say to anybody new who's getting their license, it's time to stay off the roads.
Literally said that to my roommate when he told me he was getting his license.
Yep.
But for this one to get to where I want to go pretty fast, we're going to go a little off-roading. And okay, the off-roading is a little bit awkward here.
A little bit?
Yeah, I drove straight up at like a 90-degree angle there. Did you see that?
I did.
Oh, we drove right into the friggin' wolf's den on this one. Okay, I'm starting to get used to this gun, even though I don't know how to switch out my gun. Okay, I'm having like I really am having a lot of fun just going around, taking everybody down,
right?
even though I just got taken down.
You did.
I've See, this is one of like because we talked about this game last week. This was one of the games that I really wanted to pull the trigger on, and it's
Yep.
because like I've always been kind of interested in Tom Clancy style games, with the
Right.
exception of Splinter Cell. I did try that one out, couldn't get into it.
Right. And I get that. I do. Trying to go from doing what we do with our, run and gun and
Hmm.
all of that to go to a stealth that's just. And again, there's a game series that I would have loved to see a movie adaptation for. Even this one. I mean, I know it's your typical army shooter,
Hmm.
but to turn Ghost Recon or Splinter Cell or anything like that into a movie franchise would be fantastic. I mean, in all honesty, if it would have been done in his prime, Bruce Willis in a Splinter Cell movie.
Yeah, I just figured out how to change my gun. It's the triangle button.
Did I not suggest that 5 minutes ago?
You did, but I wasn't really listening. I was trying to shoot bad guys. So okay, so we got the intel at this building. That's the other thing that's messing me up is the map button. Okay, we got all the intel stuff, I think. So we can move on to a story mission.
All right,
Let's just go to the one that's nearby.
let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go off-roading here so we can get to the actual road that I'm supposed to go to. Mm. Okay, so I see purple indicators on the map. I wonder what that means. Oh god, looks like we're getting into something a little bit dangerous.
Oh yes, this one I remember. This one you have to be careful and like, if I remember correctly, you have to like counter an alarm.
Okay, so we located the guy that we're supposed to go after. There's a couple of guys that were. Supposed I'm supposed to be looking for a captain with this drone. Got two guys there. And of course, my drone runs out of battery. I wonder
Yep.
if I can fix that. Not yet, but there are other skills that I can get. So, gotta wait for the cooldown. At least the cooldown when you're waiting to launch the drone isn't that bad.
Right.
I think I need to get in closer with this drone. Okay, so they spotted me before I could even find the guy.
Right? Okay.
Oh, holy hell! Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Yeah, I died that time.
Yep. We
And
are
that,
almost on our 1 hour as it is.
yeah, so I'm going to try and finish this mission off before the 1 hour. I doubt I will be able to because I see how many enemies there are that I've got to deal with.
Right? Okay, so they just referred to Jake McCabe as Brian. And now we're starting to get some chippiness as we just had a ton of physical and big hits, both ends.
Hey, there's nothing like good physicality in hockey, man.
Right?
Wow. Okay, so dirt bikes in this game, very touchy. As you can see, I'm having a hell of a time with it, but I'm going to try. Yeah. Oh. Not gonna lie, I'm actually having fun riding the dirt bike.
Yeah, this game has a little bit of something for everybody in it.
This is kind of making me go think back to my GTA Online days, where some days, if I wanted to be in the online, if I wanted to be in the game but didn't really want to do any missions, I would literally just go and pull up my dirt bike and just go ripping around like the forest areas in the game.
Right.
Hope my team made it down here.
All right. And on the Leafs' first shot of the second period, it's 4-0.
They scored?
Yep.
Okay, there's a sniper there, which means there's a sniper probably in this tower too. Yeah, there he is right there. I'm going to pull up a little higher. There were two guys that were over here, but they're not there anymore. Oh, there's one of them.
There's the second.
Yeah. There's what I'm supposed to be getting to. Found the generator. I'm going to wait till cooldown. I'm actually going to try and mark out everybody that's here so that I can know where everyone's going, you know? This is going to be one of those missions where it's going to take a little bit of time to get through. Oh, crap. I don't need you to see the drone. Okay, I found the captain, apparently. So, okay, so I've got to get to... Found the captain, dude. That's a thing I needed done.
So Bubba's messaged the group and says he's in the chat room, so jump in there when we're done.
Okay, now it's a little bit... Oh, maybe I'm speaking too soon. I was going to say it's a little bit easier now because I can see the enemies and where they are. Right. Then I started getting peppered by everybody. I am literally going to just run up and fucking kill this sniper up here. And snipers are actually...
I'm going to advise, why don't you use your night vision?
Let me see how it looks. Actually, okay, yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, there's one guy. Oh, I can see my laser when I'm doing that too, eh? Oh, no. Oh, okay, teammate, you must be close, so come and save me. That's the other thing I can appreciate too, is like if the enemy that took me down is near me, my teammates will come and shoot the guy and then help me out, you know? And we cleared out a good chunk of the enemies, except for these guys that are down here. But I'm not too worried about them. If I can get over here, I should be able to. Yeah, I should be able to do it. This is that whole mentality. If you don't have to shoot them, don't, you know?
Yep. Yeah, there's elements of stealth incorporated into this game, and it's... I mean, if we're going to go Tom Clancy, it's very Splinter Cell-esque in that capacity, but I mean, you could also go and add in your Metal Gear.
Yeah, there's a lot of because the open worldness that gives me Metal Gear vibes. And hey, how's it going, buddy? I got to interrogate you. Okay, so mission successfully completed. There's still a pile of enemies around, but I do think it is time that we do hand out them socials.
We do. Because, yes, we have achieved the 1 hour mark here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so Mr. OMD, let those people know where they can find you.
Well, they can find me on my Linktree, linktr.ee/OMDshow. That's linktr.ee/OMDshow.
Yeah, and before I hand out my socials, I realized I should pause this because I saw enemies on my map going to where I am. So
right.
But you can find me at my Linktree as well, which is linktr.ee/Chris_best83. And on that note, OMD, what are those famous words that we like to go out on?
Ladies and gentlemen, in the immortal words of Carl Carafel, the head of everything here at Turnbuckle Studios, the world is a scary place. Take care of each other. From all of us here at Turnbuckle Studios, the Boar's Nest, and CBRS Entertainment, good night, good luck, we out.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we get a variety stream with the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Friday we game again with Unleashed, the Jessica Wilde story at 7 p.m. Following the game, join us for the SmackDown security detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.